Welcome back everyone, I'm Aric from Rare Candy, and today we are back on PTCGO, today taking a look at one of the spiciest sort of rogue concoctions I've been having a little bit of fun with, and that's going to be a Bronzong deck with Cheryl, but we're not playing Corviknight, we're not playing anything like that, we're actually playing Aggron, which is a very tanky Pokemon already, and combined with Bronzong and Cheryl, it's going to be very difficult for our opponent to actually take this guy down. That's what we are going to be experimenting with today. But of course, before we get any deeper in this video, if you guys can't remember, smack that like button, help us beat that pesky YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this deck or any others, you can check out our friends at PTCGOstore.com. Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to save yourself some money. And also our patrons over at patreon.com/RareCandyTCG also have an exclusive discount code of their own for even bigger savings. But getting back into the deck, guys, I actually can't take complete credit for this list. Kind of the skeleton of this, I kind of based off of a Japanese list I found on YouTube. Thought the concept was really interesting, so I wanted to sort of iterate on what they provided and go from there. But the overall skeleton of this list is very similar to what they are playing. But one of the big differences, they weren't playing Stealthy Hood. Thought that seemed too good. They also weren't playing Mew. So both those cards, I was like, you know what? We have to find room for those. They're too good to not play in this deck. But yeah, so if you guys aren't too familiar with Aggron, this card came out a couple sets ago, but it has the sturdy ability. If this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it's not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. So Aggron already is going to force your opponent into 2-hit KOs. Only being a 1-prizer is pretty good for it though, just because, you know, they're going to trade 2 shots just to get a single prize. But whenever we combine this with Bronzong and the new Cheryl to heal off all of our damage, suddenly your opponent is going to have to at the least 3-shot these Aggrons just to get a single prize. So that's what we are going to be building the deck around. You know, as you're seeing, you know, we're only playing a 4-3 line of Aggron. You're never really going to go through 4 Aggrons in a game, just because you just want to really set up 2 and tank with those for the whole game. We have the 2-2 Bronzong, of course, to move our energy to allow Cheryl to heal for us. We are still choosing to play the Evolutionary Advantage Bronzor, but if Dragapult does sort of continue to see a little bit more play, this might get changed to one of the 60 HP Bronzors instead. But for the moment, I'm going to roll with the Evolutionary Advantage one, but again, just kind of be you know, aware. If Dragapult is seeing more play, change this over to the 60 HP ones just to make sure these guys can't get sniped early on. We have Mew, of course, just to prevent bench damage with things like Gmax Rapid Flow or Tag Bolt. We do have also a Oranguru Mewtwo sort of engine. Both these cards are going to be used in tandem with one another, because after we use something like Cheryl, we want to use Mewtwo, put the Cheryl back on top of her deck, and then use Oranguru to use Primate Wisdom to draw back into that Cheryl to keep our combo rolling. Because of those guys, we are playing the 4 copies of Scoop Up Net in the deck. Of course, we're also playing the Snorlax, so Scoop Up Net is going to more easily help move our Snorlaxes out of play. The Snorlax, of course, is going to be great to get set up behind. And Scoop Up Net actually, you know, from time to time can be a healing card for your Aggron, because let's say you have an Aggron on the active and an Aron on the bench. Your opponent attacks your Aggron. You move all of your energy off of your Aggron over to your Aron. You Scoop Up Net your active Aggron to heal it, then Rare Candy into another Aggron on that Aron that was on your bench previously. So Scoop Up Net, super good card in this deck. A lot of the other stuff is going to be very straightforward here, but Stealthy Hood is probably the other important card we need to go over. So we prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to the Pokemon this card is attached to, and remove any such existing effects. So the reason Stealthy Hood is good is because of things like Galarian Zigzagoon or the Galarian Slowbro V, just as an example, because those are ways that your opponent can sort of cheat taking 1-hit knockouts. So think of something like Galarian Zigzagoon. If they do 10 damage to you, suddenly your sturdy ability no longer works. It only works if you're at full HP. So Stealthy Hood will prevent that. Likewise, in the case of something like Slowbro, if your opponent is playing in a Eternatus deck, they attack into you, then the poison damage from Slowbro actually will knock you out in between turns. So Stealthy Hood is going to be good at preventing these. Now, again, paying attention to what is in the metagame, if Dragapult does continue to see more and more play, you might need to change these over to Metal Goggles. And if you do that too, I think there's merit to that, because you can actually cut Mew probably from the list as well. But for the moment, running with the Stealthy Hood Mew combo. But again, just kind of pay attention. You guys can tweak that as needed if you need to. But that's going to be the list we're going to be trying out. Thought this deck looked really cool. Really excited to show this one off. So let's head into some games and see if Aggron can outlast our opponent. All right, so Shigeru Akagi, I think that's how you pronounce that. It's going to call the coin flip here. We see a grass coin, fighting deck box. So I'm not sure what to expect just yet, but we are going to choose to go first absolutely here. You know, we are definitely a very setup heavy deck. Okay, we can actually work with this. We can always quick ball for... Now, ideally, we would top deck another basic here. Okay, we do not. Stonjourner V. Okay, not a card I've played against in a while, but that's okay. Do we think they can get a KO on us? If they have a dojo, they would be able to. Because really, I would like to go for an Aaron this turn, but I almost kind of want to go for... almost kind of want to go for Snorlax, but I think we should just go for the Aaron. You know, we need to start getting powered up a little bit here. So we're just going to attach over here and call it a day at that. I don't want to put down the Stealthy Hood just yet. I don't know if they're playing any Pokemon with abilities. I don't want to just get this down and then it gets scrapped needlessly. Here's going to be a Galar Mine. Okay. Huh. Very interesting deck from our opponent so far. Okay, so we didn't get knocked out. That's good. So there's going to be Evolution Incense. We can work with that. Because I don't think they're going to knock out our active. So I think we'll just get down the Stealthy Hood on Aaron. Do we attach the metal? I'm actually going to say... Sure. I'm just debating, like, do we really want to burn our metal saucers at the beginning of the game? Or would we rather use them once some Aggrons go down? But let's toss it. Alrighty, so... we have our Evolution Incense. We have our Aggrons. We're getting set up pretty well here. We just need to... we did not get energy that turn, which is really bad. So I think this turn, we're definitely going to go for a Snorlax play, just because our hand is kind of bad. I mean, we could even go for Mewtwo, which I don't hate. We could go for Mewtwo, grab Research. So I'm going to say sure to that, maybe. My only issue is we're going to need to move this out of the active either way at some point, so that's what's making me kind of want to go for Snorlax. So I think actually we might Quick Ball. Because if we went for Mewtwo to put Research back on top of our deck, we would still need to scoop up net Bronzong to get it out of the active, but I want to do so this turn because we can at least play our Bronzor back down and then evolve next turn. So there's going to be our Snorlax. Get down Bronzor, and now we can Gormandize and refresh our hand a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to be in a good spot next turn. We have Aaron, 2 Metal Saucers. If we top deck a Metal Energy, that would be best case scenario. Okay, there's going to be a green, so still kind of wondering what our opponent is playing. We have the Stonjourner, of course, in the active, but I imagine they're playing more than just this guy. Okay, there's going to be an Energy Spinner and a Kabu. So they're still working on getting set up. Gonna go for the guard press. So that's cool. We can live with that. All right, so we're gonna get down Aaron. Let's see. Obviously, gonna use our Metal Saucers. So if we get a Metal Energy, I think we actually just start going in with all of our attackers. So What do we put back? Maybe Cheryl? Yeah, we'll put back Cheryl, that's fine. Ooh, and we get research. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to toss a rare candy, but that's okay, guys. Because we can actually attack with Aggron this turn, more than likely. I'm assuming, at least. So, we're just gonna go for the research, toss the rare candy, drawing back into the Cheryl for an extra, and we do hit the energy. So, that's good. That's exactly what we want to see at this point. Unfortunately, we did toss a rare candy, so we can't evolve into this Aggron, but I have a feeling this guy is gonna stay around for a few turns. So, with that being said, let's just go for the Gigaton Stomp. And now we have our whole Wombo combo set up. So next turn, they're going to hit us for 150 or however much they decide to. And we have the Cheryl. We can actually live for a few turns too. Hyper Potion. So it's going to be, it looks like sort of a match who can outlast the other person, because of course Stonjourner VMAX also can heal itself as well. So yeah, they are looking to just not die with this Stonjourner if possible. Okay, no energy, so that's big. Hey, and we hit another rare candy. So yeah, this is like the whole deck kind of firing off now in terms of how it kind of wants to. So apparently, so we'll just put kind of have the Cheryls for both turns. I don't think we're going to get Marnied with a greens deck here, so I'm going to put the Mew back on top of our deck. That's fine. Okay, I'm actually going to save the Scoop Up Net as well, because we do have the Galar Mine in play. I don't know if our opponent is going to go for some sort of stall strategy, but in case they do, I want to save our switching methods as much as possible. So, going to go for the Gigaton Stomp. Now, unfortunately, we are narrowly outside of the 2-shot range because of this big charm, so kind of an annoyance there, but okay, there's going to be the greens. Probably go for some energy spinners, I would imagine, to accelerate energy. Yeah, because Stone Gift, you can attach energy and heal in the process, which is definitely a bit annoying for us, for sure. They're down 1 spinner, so curious how many they're going to be playing. You know, since they're playing Stonjourner, okay, so they are just going to go for the healing this turn. Okay, going to go for the Stone Gift as well. So you can tell, you know, they're going to be set for a few turns here. But I mean, they're not putting on pressure. They're having to just spend all of their resources basically just trying to stay alive, which that's best case scenario for us. So we're just going to be knocking on their door every turn 160 over and over. And whenever they do finally decide to attack, I mean, we're ready. We have a Cheryl on top of deck in case they do Marnie, but then we also have another one in hand here. Okay, so that's going to be another Hyper Potion down. And there's going to be a boss. Energy Retrieval. Okay, going to go for another Stone Gift. So as you can see, they are attempting to kind of stall us a little bit here, but that's okay, guys. We have a switch ready to go. Before we do anything else, I'm just going to Primate Wisdom yet again. Okay, we have a boss for our own. Not too impactful, so we're just going to switch back into the homie Aggron. Go for the Gigaton Stomp yet again. I'm very curious how much damage we will have done by the end of this game. Right now, we're probably close to like 800 damage or something. Okay, there's the Cynthia and Caitlyn. So maybe going to get a boss back. Okay. So it looks like they are considering going for some sort of stall strategy here. I mean, the absolute worst case scenario, if they do try to stall us with this Bronzong, we can always attack. Okay, but they are just going to discard their stadium. That's good. So that makes me happy we aren't going to have to play around this sort of stall strategy. Okay, there's going to be a Hyper Potion. Man, our opponent is really just going all in with this healing. Good news is they're going to run out of these. They're down 3 at this point. So we're going to go for the Primate Wisdom yet again. Just basically just trying to find energy attachments. All right, we could play a Quick Ball to Thin, but I don't want to rearrange the order of our deck here. So we're just going to go for the Gigaton Stomp yet again. One of these days, they are going to run out of healing cards and are going to have to attempt to deal with our Aggron here. Now, I mean, if I'm my opponent, I almost would consider setting up another Stonjourner and just trying to get that one powered up, because this one's kind of trapped in a weird cycle where it always has to, just heal itself to just stay alive. they're not getting to a point where they can actually attack, which is their issue. So before we do anything else, we're just going to go for the Primate Wisdom. I'm actually going to put Mew back on top of our deck here in case we do decide to Quick Ball. That's fine. So we'll just go for the Scoop Up Net. Promote this guy. Go for the Bronzor. Now we could actually set up another Bronzor, which I don't think is bad. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to go for the Gigaton Stomp yet again. They could boss up this Bronzor, but that's fine. If they do, we have Quick Ball for that situation. But I want to save Quick Ball ideally for Mewtwo, for whenever we need to finally reuse these Cheryls if our opponent will ever decide to attack into us. Okay, there's the Malolana. So maybe they play Dolls with this as like their pivot method. We'll have to see. We could just see another Stone Gift or whatever it is. Okay, so let's see if they're going to get off the greens. Another Hyper Potion even? Man, they're just having to expend all of their resources here just trying to keep this one guy alive. Like, it almost seems like they're trying to get to a point where they want us to have to 3-shot Stonjourner, like, before they attack. Like, they don't want the math to already be set up on Stonjourner to be 2-shot when they attack. They want to be able to, because they don't want to attack then just get return KO. They need to heal down to a certain point to allow them to start attacking first. All right, so we'll just evolve into this guy here. 1/6. Oh, we should have Primate Wisdom to see if we got energy. My bad there, but I think we're okay. I don't think our energy is in any danger over here. Okay, there's going to be Cheryl from our opponent. Oh my god. How much healing do they have? Sorry guys, I know this game is like watching paint dry, but hey, it is what it is right now. So, yet again, 160. I think we win this eventually no matter what at this point, but... Or maybe there's a world where we deck. I mean, we can always get back Marnie to refill our hand. But we've gone through so many cards and not taken a single prize yet. So there's going to be the Simpy Caitlyn going for another boss. Okay, so it looks like that is sort of what they're going to be going for. So we'll Primate Wisdom. We're going to put the Cheryl back on top of deck just in case on Marnie. Even though it does look like they are going to go for a boss play. But yeah, just 160 yet again here. Yeah, so they need us to whiff an attack for one turn. That's really it. Or if they were able to keep their energy and heal. That's what they would also like. Okay, bring up the Bronzong yet again. So they might even try to take it out this turn. But I think it's kind of a bad call because I think they just lose. There's the Stone Gift. I got bad news though, son. We got Switch. Alright, so we're going to go for the Primate Wisdom. Yet again, we're going to put Cheryl back on top of deck. Okay, there's a Marnie. I think we actually might even go for the Marnie this turn. Because their hand's huge. And we have Cheryl on top of deck, so we can actually safely go for this Marnie. Yes. So hopefully we will catch them on a turn without any healing cards. Yeah, so this is a perfectly fine hand that we have. Got Mewtwo, we got Cheryl, we got another Marnie, so only other thing I think we would have wanted is energy, but I mean, we're good, I think. So now we're kind of forcing them, hey, you're gonna have to actually attack us more than likely. But maybe I'm underestimating how many healing cards they have. Okay, there's gonna be a doll. Are they gonna hard retreat? Oh my god, don't tell me we're gonna have to go through 4 dolls while they keep trying to power up Stonjourner safely on the bench. Okay, they're gonna go for the Stone Gift. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, we're just gonna go for the Gigaton Stomp. So what you gonna do, buddy? Are you actually going to do damage finally? I guess not. So that's gonna put them down to 1-6. Yeah, so we still can't two-shot. So the hyper potion still matters here. Interesting. I almost kind of wish they would go for the... I almost kind of think it would have been better just to go for the 200. Because we can't one-shot, and then next turn they Stone Gift. So that seems kind of suspect to me here. But what do I know? Alright, so Gigaton Stomp. One of these days, these attacks will stick. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a counter stadium of our own in this list, so they're always going to be able to get back energy to use with Training Court. Now, the good news is we're doing more than 120. That's like the only thing we have to kind of worry about. And yeah, I almost think they're going for a deck out strategy at this point, guys. So I'm actually not even going to attach any more energy if it comes to that. Okay, there's the Stone Gift. Good news is they should be out of Hyper Potions. They're only down one Cheryl. We know they play Mallow and Lana. Oh, man, maybe they are going for a deck out strategy. That's the only thing I can think of here. Yeah, so we're not going to attach energy at this point. We're supposed to be the deck that it's tanking and never dying. And okay, they're gonna retreat back into the doll. I mean, that's fine. We'll go through the dolls, I guess, but okay. So let me actually see something too. We have 2 net down and all 3 switch, so we actually need to be very careful for the rest of this game here about potentially getting stuck in the active spot or something. Now, luckily we do have Morning, so we can at least keep putting our hand back into our deck, but... Okay, so another doll down. We're okay with that. I'm assuming there's going to be 2 more in the deck somewhere. Now, one thing we could do to get some more cards back into our deck if need be, we can actually hard retreat and use Training Court to get energies back into our hand. So that's another way we can maybe prevent a deck out. So we might have to get a little bit resourceful here. But they're setting up another Stonjourner finally. Okay, and they are actually going to attack now. Okay, finally we get to do what our deck is meant to do, guys. Alright, let's do the thing. So we're just going to keep doing all of this. Alright, so we'll click done, and we have the Cheryl combo, healing off all of that damage, and now we can just Bronzong all that energy right back over. And we can finally take some prizes too, which is great. That's another thing that will maybe help prevent us from decking out here. So yeah, we're just gonna click done for the moment. And go for the Gigaton Stomp, take some prizes here. Okay, so let's see what we get. We get Metal Energy, that's fine. Aaron and a Bronzor. Bronzor actually could be good if they do ever decide to chase down our Bronzong, but guys, I got a feeling they're not going to be able to. Okay, there's going to be a guard press from our opponent. That's fine. So they're getting in the chip damage. Kind of smart, at least here. But I don't even think... I don't think they're going to have a way to cobble together a knockout here. Oh, maybe they're just doing that to be because we're going to do 120. The next turn they can heal off the 120 with their other attack. So that seems makes sense. So we're just going to go for the Gigaton Stomp. Again, not playing any cards down, guys. I don't want to potentially get decked out here. You know, drawing those prizes was definitely very fortunate, though. That's going to be more cards we can put back into our deck. And we get the well played. Do we get the concession? Oh, we do. So the Aggron deck is going to finally take down this Colossal deck. I mean, they had way more healing cards, but we still out-tanked them here, which is pretty dope. All right, Miguel, man, calling the coin flip here with a sick Zamazenta coin. I think that's the one that comes in like the those crazy premium collections. Looks pretty sweet. All right, so unfortunately we do not have an Aaron, but we were fortunate enough to start with the Snorlax and the Bronzor as well. So if we could top deck Quick Ball, that would be best case scenario here. So I'll just click done for the moment. Okay, we get the Quick Ball, absolutely busted. So do we just toss the Metal Energy here? I'm gonna say yes. So we do have our Mewtwo, that's gonna be good. We prized an Aggron. We have all of our candies, we have both of our Cheryls, all of our nets. So overall, I don't think these prizes are too horrible. So for the moment, we'll just do this and go for the Gormandize, refill our hand a little bit here. Now we see Tapu Koko, so if this is going to be PikaRom, you know, we're going to have to try to get set up pretty quickly here before they take out our, oh man, the hits with the Marnie. Our hand was straight fire. We had the rare candy, we had the Bronzong, we had a supporter, we had another Aaron. Yeah, this isn't quite as good. Not gonna lie to you. Okay, but our opponent doesn't have a whole lot going on here, so that's best case scenario. So this turn, I'm actually just going to go for the Aggron here. We could go for Bronzong, but, you know, our Aaron will at least be safe from getting one shot if we do this. From there, we'll also go for the Metal Saucer. And we're just going to go for the Gormandize. Again, we could get down the other Snorlax. I don't think this guy's in too much danger of being knocked out here. Okay, there's going to be a Crushing Hammer from our opponent. And there's another Marnie. Oh, jeez. Savage with those Marnies. That's okay. As long as this Snorlax still stays in play, I'll be okay with keep getting Marnied like this. Another Crushing Hammer. There's going to be a Heads. That is a bit of a bummer. Not going to lie to you guys. We do have... Ooh, we don't have a supporter, so we can't actually even use Mewtwo. So it looks like our opponent is just kind of a PikaRom player drawing dead at this point. So I think we just go for the Gormandize. I guess we'll get down the other Snorlax just in case. But more than likely, we're not going to need both of these. So yikes, this hand's not that good. But at the very least, we can still just keep attaching. And yeah, we can get down Quick Ball to go for another Aaron. Another Marnie. I'm actually cool with this one, though, just because our hand was not too good. Like, we could live with the hand for a turn or two, but yeah. Okay, much, much better. We can actually play down our hand to nothing and research. Alright, so we'll do this. Unfortunately, we are going to have to toss away a rare candy, but we should still... Like, more than likely, we're not going to need more than 3 Aggrons in a game. So, yeah, just attach... Alrighty, so we'll just go for the Metal Saucer. Now, unfortunately, we don't have another attacker otherwise, because if we could just knock out this Koko, that would be amazing. But yeah, things didn't quite work out that way. That's all right. For the moment, we'll just go for the Gormandize, draw 1 card. And next turn, we should be good to go to start attacking. And fortunately enough, too, our opponent has had kind of a slower start, too. So that's kind of helped us get set up a little bit. You know, we're a stage 2 deck, guys. We need all the help we can get when it comes to, you know, time, really, when it comes to setting up. Okay, so they're going to finally start doing stuff. We see a Quick Ball, so if their hand is dead, okay, they have a PikaRom, so more than likely they have a supporter. Okay, there's a Crobat. Now we do need to find Mew probably for this matchup at some point, because I'm assuming they are going to want to Tag Bolt and take out this Bronzong. Like a great turn for them is Tag Bolt to put the Aggron down to 1 HP, or 10 HP, 10 HP I should say, and then knock out Bronzong in the process. So either that or set up another Bronzor and Bronzong could be good. So there's going to be the tag switch. And they are going to finally come in and start putting on some pressure to us. And there is going to be a research as well, tossing Speed Lightning and Boss. Swell, Big Charm. Ooh, yikes. So we need a Metal Saucer. Oh, but they... Okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I think we're just going to be attached no matter what. And we just go for a Marnie here and Gormandize yet again. We just want to get set up a little bit more. Okay, we can actually still attack, but the issue is we don't have Cheryl. And I really don't want to start attacking until we can guarantee that... Like, I don't want to attack into Crobat. Crobat's like a worthless Pokemon to attack into, because this is never going to be in the active again after this turn. So for that reason, we're just going to go for the Gormandize over here, refresh our hand a little bit. Okay, so we can work with this. If they do try to go in and attack our Aggron, we at least have Cheryl to stay alive for a turn. Okay, there's going to be an Air Balloon. Okay, so now they're going to start doing stuff. Hopefully they don't have Boss. I would like for them to really just take out the Snorlax. Okay, best case scenario for us there. Now, we do need Mew. Okay, they are powering up the Mewtwo Mew instead. I'm curious also how many switching methods they have. Or energy switching methods, I should say. Because there is a world where if they play multiple tag switch, they could just tag switch again and have the tag bolt. So I do want to find Mew this turn. I don't want to get rid of another Aggron. Yeah, that's her only other Aggron. See. I think we just kind of attack, cross our fingers they don't have the tag bolt, and then go for Cheryl next turn. Because we can't toss this Aggron since we prized our other one. Yeah, so we're just going to go for the Gigaton Stomp, I think. Best case scenario is we top deck Rare Candy. I think that's like our ideal top deck here. Okay, there's going to be Cherish Ball. Probably going for a Dedenne. That makes sense. Okay, there's going to be Big Charm. Switch. Okay. So again, just hoping they don't play multiple tag switch. That's where things get a little bit sketchy for us. We want them to go for the full blitz. But they have the Boss. That's bad. That's really bad. So if we top deck a Rangaroo to preserve Aggron, that would also be good. But yeah, that's really big, taking out the Bronzong. Let's see, how much energy are they down? 4, 7, 10, 13. So there is actually a chance a tag bolt won't happen. So hopefully top deck Rare Candy. That's our best top deck. We did not get there. All right, so unfortunately we do just have to research though. Oh, yikes. That is so bad, guys. That's really bad. All right, going for the Gigaton Stomp over here. I mean, good news is we can tank a hit with our deck, but Oh, man. Hopefully we don't see another boss. Well, maybe that's okay. Yeah, there is actually a world where we still can keep Aggron alive with scoop up nets. Okay, so that might even be what we do, guys. I think it's going to have to be the play. Okay, so we're just going to... Yeah, we just have to kind of take a turn to recharge here. So we're going to scoop up net, pick Aggron up. Get down Aaron. Rare candy over here. So we'll do this. Might even get down another Snorlax. In case they go like Marnie KO after we Gormandize. I know they played 3, but they could still have one more Marnie in there. Alright, so this hand's actually decent. We can live with this. I think we'll just do this for the moment. We'll Metal Saucer over here. Then from there, just go for the Gormandize. So now we can just attach here next turn. Or actually, I think maybe in case of Crushing Hammer, we should have gone here. But okay, they're going to chase down little Aaron. Now, this is actually kind of good because we can now go for... We can go for Bronzor this turn, and then keep this one Aggron alive for a bit longer. So man, this has definitely been a tough game for us. Hey, we get boss. That's actually best case scenario, I think. Do we just forgo... All of our saucers are gone. Yeah, we actually lose to a Crushing Hammerheads at this point. So we can't get rid of this energy. We don't want to get rid of anything from our hand. Yeah, I think we're actually going to get rid of all of this energy over here. So we're going to Quick Ball. We're actually going to get rid of the research. Oh, we did prize our other... Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, we can still win, though. This is how. So we chase this guy down. We're going to put boss back on top of deck. And now we can actually just knock out the PikaRom for game next turn. Right? In theory, we should be good, right? We can also put down Aaron just in case, I guess. I'll say sure, and we'll just go for the Gigaton Stomp. So let's see what we get off of our prizes here. We could get a Bronzor, we could get an Aggron. I forget what else is prized from there, but let's see, we have... Okay, Bronzor, that's actually fine. Mew, that's fine. I didn't realize we've been prized that. And a Ranger, so all Pokemon that are okay to get. So if we get Marnie, we draw on the boss. If not, we top deck boss for game. So, okay, there's the Marnie. But yet again, we put that boss top of deck with the Mewtwo. So we should be good. Yeah, there's no way for them to win this turn. Unless they play Zigzagoon. Okay, there's the reset stamp. No. All right. Things just got worse, guys. They just got worse. We had game, but the reset stamp is gonna... We need switch. That's the only way we can win now. We've only played one switch, so we could make it happen. So just preemptively, we'll get this down here. If we don't let switch, I think we just lose, to be honest, guys. Maybe there's a world where we can win with boss plays, like to stall. They're down 3 switch. So there is a world where that could happen still. So let's just go for the Marnie. Okay. That feels bad. Not gonna lie to you guys, feels bad. So now we're in a spot where we have to go for the boss stall sort of strategies. Because we're out of energy, we can't attack anymore. Yeah, we needed to switch so badly this turn. So unfortunately, guys, I think we just have to scoop up net. Try to preserve this guy so we can rare candy back into another one. I think that's going to be our only out, guys, is literally just stall. So let's see. They're down 3 boss. They might have another, but their Eldegoss is gone as well. So we're just going to get down the Aaron over here and go for the Gormandai. So we need rare candies to stall. It's not exactly what we wanted. Yeah, if we can just... There is even a world where we can stall by just healing over and over as well. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to... Sure, let's promote the Snorlax. I just realized we are pretty low on cards ourselves here. Okay, we have one more rare candy. So we get down a Rangaroo. I think we're just going to put probably the Cheryl back on top of our deck. Let's see what we get here. Boss, okay. So yeah, we're just going to bring up the Dedenne and kind of hope that I think we can outlast our opponent because they're going to be ahead in terms of drawing a card, so we can actually Gormandize here. The next turn we really need rare candy. Okay, there's switch. But do they have energy? Because I mean, guys, they've gone through I think 14. So 3-6 is in play now. They burn Coco. 3-6, 10, 13. Do they have their other speed lightning? That's like the next question. We need a top deck rare candy here. That's the card we absolutely need this turn. That is not going to do it, guys. Let's see. So we're going to Primate Wisdom. Put Aaron back on top of deck. We need rare candy. We do not get it. We do have Boss, though. This is our only out at this point, guys. And we're just going to have to go for the Rigify, I guess. Oh, man. And their last energy. And that's going to be the game. Oh my god, that was such a crazy game. I'm so mad about the reset stamp, though. We had game, guys. We were going to take down PikaRom with our tanky Aggron deck, but... hit Brick City at the end. Alrighty, guys, that's going to wrap up our look here at the Aggron Bronzong deck. I think this thing is a blast to play. If you guys want to switch things up, if you're tired of Corviknight, or maybe you're having trouble getting Corviknights on PTCGO, this deck can be a lot of fun. Plays very similarly, but, you know, it's extra rewarding when you can actually get this combo set up with a stage 2 that only gives up 1 prize, that can't ever be one-shot. So, probably not like a tier 1 deck, but... nevertheless, you can have some fun with it on PTCGO. But that's going to wrap up things today, guys. If you did enjoy today's content, of course, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. That way you will be notified whenever my next video drops. And if you want to take your support for the channel to the next level, you can become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg or pick up some merch over at rarecandytcg.com. It would mean a lot. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.